What up, gamers? Spencer here, and welcome back to Frontline 2 Exilium. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish things off here with the last few missions. But yeah, let's do this. 1-7. And then yeah, we got some cutscenes to do as well. But yeah, so far, I like the Enderus story. And yeah, once we're done with this, we'll be doing the Jongyu story to finish this whole event off. So yeah, here we go, man. Alright. We'll just let it, like, autoplay and stuff. No need to stay around here for too long. Yeah, man, I'm really happy, like I said before, with the team that I made. Yeah, probably it's gonna probably be my best team for a very long time. Just because I got the elite weapon for all of them except for Meech 2, which I plan to get. But yeah, after this, I guess for the team building, I guess I'll be getting Centauressi. I already got her weapon, the G36, right? I think they shared that with Enderus. And then, what else? Lind as well. Because, she's with Cheetah. Here we go, cutscene time. Enderus. Yes, Commander, I'm right here. Why so serious all of a sudden? Are you feeling tired? I have a coffee grinder here. Let me brew up a coffee, or a cup. No, it's not that I'm tired, but sure, I'll have a cup, thanks. What I want to say is, have you ever considered optimizing your neural cloud? Not that there's anything wrong with the way you are, but if the persistent crashing bothers you a lot, I can help you with that. Enderus flashes a look of surprise before turning her focus back on what she is doing without responding right away. She sits beside me with a gentle smile and a steaming cup of coffee ready to be served. I really can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me, Commander. Don't think of it that way. As I've said before, it is my responsibility as your commander. Oh, shoot, my bad. Let me go back. No, it's precisely with my experience under numerous employers that I've learned. People like you who deeply care about dolls are few and far between. I just want everyone here to have an easier time. What do you think of that? We are very grateful for your kindness, Commander. However, if my neural cloud is to be optimized, my storage capacity will be affected, right? If that's the case, I will no longer be able to perform my task of info gathering and analysis as effectively as I do now. Moreover, with everyone's help, my marksmanship has somewhat improved. Therefore, I think it's best to maintain the status quo for now. Okay? If you feel that way, to be frank, I also think storage capacity and data analysis are where your strength lies. I will keep an eye out for any emerging technologies that can fix your crashing problem without compromising your current capabilities. Commander. Alright, I've heard enough compliments today. Let's keep sorting through the neural records, shall we? I'd like to know what happened next. Yeah, sure thing. Alright. And I think with the 1-7 done here, we can do the next part of the like the cutscene in the recollection story here. So yeah, we'll go and continue with that. Yeah, so far Andrea's story, really good. I'm really engaged into it. Such a good like character development type thing going on with her. I like it a lot. Alright. The thoughts of two people. It's been an entire hour and my meal hasn't been served yet. This Andorus is still standing there like a piece of junk. Where's your manager? Give me your manager. I'm terribly sorry. Let me... I'll take care of it. Hey, there's Centauressi. We didn't see her earlier with them facing the angry customer. Centauressi shields Andorus behind her. Sorry, dear customer, but it's currently peak dining hour and we are short-staffed. We sincerely apologize for the wait. Your meal will be served shortly, and we'll do our utmost to provide you with excellent service. Hearing the commotion, Manager Springfield also emerges from behind her, holding a cup of steaming latte. Our deepest apologies for taking up your time. This latte is on me. Sir, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience caused. I will do my best to compensate you. You? Compensate me? You think you can make up for the time I wasted because of you? With the clatter of wind chimes, two more customers walk into the cafe. See, Callan, Springfield's place is very lively. Don't say that, Leva. Seeing the two who just walked in, Santaresi glances at Springfield with the look of, leave this to me, sparing her to greet the two. Leva? And Kalina? Are you out on a business trip again? Yeah, we'll be around for a while, so I figured we'd drop by. Callan really misses your hand-brewed coffee. Springfield guides the two to an empty table. She then looks back to make sure Santaresi had appeased the angry customer before raising her hand to call Andres over. This is Andres, our newest employee, and these two are Kalina and Leva. Pleased to meet both of you. You both. So you're the new customer. No wonder you look so flustered. I'm terribly sorry. I have embarrassed myself before you. Andres has worked here for some time now. She's very meticulous and attentive. Using her large storage capacity, she can accurately track each customer's preferences and their birthdays. Sounds like she's the perfect fit for the job, but I guess it's another story in practice. Well, Manager Springfield has taught me everything I need to know about the job, but my own performance issue prevents me from handling more complex and unexpected requests from customers, even when it comes to the menu. I've only learned how to brew coffee. It's not Manager Springfield's fault. Oh, I see. So you're not a good fit. Leva. Kalina stops Leva from going further, yet the enigmatic smile remains on Leva's face as she strokes her chin. Say, how about having her join 404 Springfield? Andres, but... Leva. Kalina's voice now carries an angry undertone, yet Leva simply shrugs indifferently and turns her attention back to Andres. Andres, oh, by the way, hold your questions about 404 for now. What are your thoughts on working here? Me? Andres falls silent for a moment. I will try my best to keep up with everyone, though it may take some time. I don't want to leave. You should realize that a place that makes things harder for both sides is probably not where you belong. Seeing how swiftly you guys handled that scuffle, I can only assume what happened back there was the norm, right? Think more flexibly. If this place isn't the right fit for you, why not consider my suggestion? Andres turns towards Springfield with a somewhat bewildered look on her face. Springfield pats her on the shoulder and helps her straighten her apron. I have no intention of letting you go, but you had the final say. Working at the cafe won't let you reach your full potential, but for a four-wheel, do you want to find a place where you're truly needed, Andres? Will I be needed at 404? Leva chuckles. Of course you will be, but you have to put up with a certain sharp-tongued yet soft-hearted doll's harsh critiques first. But believe me, she means no harm, and she's actually quite reliable. You'll be fine, Andres. I think they forgot to put a period there. Yeah, no period over there. I just saw that really quick. So want to give it a try? With her hair all messed up, Andres cowers in the room's corner with GRG-11's gun clutched tightly in her arm. Her body is covered in bruises, while bullet holes littered her surroundings. Join 404, and this will be your everyday life. The real battlefield is nothing like your childish antics. Oh, that's the... She's blinking out. 416 sees Andres' blank stare and assumes she has crashed again. Irritated, she yanks the GRG-11 assault rifle out of her hands and walks out the door without noticing the change on Andres' face. A new world, but will this one need me? Andres slowly stands up, then looks down at her battered body. The weight and stiffness of the assault rifle still linger in her arms. If so, I want to bear witness to the kind of world that needs me. 416 opens the door and is greeted by GRG-11, who was peering through the gap with a mop in hand. Is it over? How did it go? 416 shoves the gun into GRG-11's arms and strides forward. She's alive. Oh. Can't say if she's scared senseless, though. Didn't you decide to give Andres a chance when we were in the yellow zone earlier? Why do this all of a sudden? Why do all this then? The heavy bike comes to a stop on top of a small hill. A convoy of vehicles is parked in a valley below, surrounded by a few scattered dolls busy doing maintenance work. Their frames are covered in varying degrees of damage with signs of sloppy modifications. A number of them can barely move coherently, undoubtedly the result of haphazard remodeling done on civilian dolls. One of them quickly spots 416 and GRG-11. Her fire control module, clearly ripped from some random piece of military hardware and forcibly welded onto her, suddenly swivels around. The mechanical eyeball rotates unnaturally, seemingly about to fall out of its socket. 416 shows no reaction. She stands there and stares into those empty eyes. Once the doll confirms 416's presence no threat, she drops her guard and returns to her task without looking back. Whoa, it's as if they're Frankenstein's monsters. GRG-11 has just woken up from hibernation, rubbing her eyes as she walks over to 416. Geez, if Leva hadn't taken us in, would we have ended up like them by now? You're thinking too highly of yourself. I may end up like them, but only because I was built as a T-doll. You, on the other hand, are at best a component they would bolt onto me, and most likely the most useless one. Sure, I am useless after all. If that's what you think of me, why not hurry up and recruit some other dolls so I can stay at the base and nap all day? Instead of firing back as she usually does, 416 remains silent. GRG-11 does not disturb her, nor does she return to the bike. Instead, she stays by 416's side, as she does on the battlefield. Do you still remember the original meaning of 404, GRG-11? The original meaning? As in, those who don't exist? Yes. 4 dolls who, for various reasons, found themselves unable to return to any organization and were thus deemed non-existent by the world. Willingly or not, we came together, braved battle after battle, and fought tooth and nail to secure the freedom we now hold. But does that even mean anything for an ordinary doll? You're increasingly acting weird as of late, 416. Has Leva and Lena leaving put too much pressure on you? Have you contemplated all this back when you decided to remodel me? Surely not. Is that the real reason why you're rejecting Andorus? In part, yes. We had no choice back then, but Andorus still does. So wait, I'm kind of confused here. Unlike when this is taking place, because it seems like it's in the past. What was this at? How did it go? Didn't you decide to give Andorus a chance when we were in the yellow zone? Like, I can't tell if, like, Andorus was that one thing that they saw. Like this over here. Yeah, I'm not sure, like, the order of events over here. I'm guessing, like, it just... Yeah, I don't know when this has happened. It's probably, like, you know, happened in between, like, some of the stuff that we saw earlier. Like, as she tried to train, maybe. This place may be a safe haven for us, but for her? But looking at Andorus, I don't think her prior jobs were all sunshine and rainbows either. She crashed at the mere mention of the word fired. Maybe she's better off staying with 404, just as Springfield and Leva concluded. Let's at least give her a fire control core and see if it works out. We can find her a stable job if it doesn't, or keep her at the base as logistics. 404 is not a shelter. Randomly recruiting or remodeling dolls is irresponsible to both sides. Geez, as if 404 is some legitimate organization. You're being so textbook about it that it's starting to feel weird. GRG-11 scratches her head dramatically. Besides, Leva handpicked her. We should value her judgment, right? You know what's kind of funny is, like, Michiru right now, or, you know, GRG-11, is being so, I guess, normal. Like, normally, I feel like she would be sleeping by now, but no, she's, like, in the discussion. Like, she's really into it. Her judgment. I bet she's just in for the price per doll value. But all of us that she chose back then are alive and well today. Can't hurt to try. You know, as they say, the only true failure is not trying at all. Don't let your doubts win before the fight even begins. Upon hearing such a straight-faced statement, 416 glances at GRG-11. Where'd you get that from? The newest anime I watch. Cool, huh? Of course. Oh, they're leaving. The rattling sound of the engine starts up. Comes from below the hill. The bounty hunters yell at the dolls to get back on the vehicles. Hurry up! Bunch of worthless scraps. F. We're really crap out of luck these days. First a collapse storm, and then a bunch of Varjagers. Half of the dolls got totaled. How are we supposed to take on any commissions like this? No worries. The boss has already contacted some underground brokers to get us more illegal dolls. Worst case scenario, we just stick through for now. Sure. Wanna go have some fun later? The rude man pushes the last doll into the vehicle, then climbs in himself before pulling down the heavy blast door. Following the engine's roar, the convoy departs, gradually shrinking into a tiny black dot in the drifting sand. On top of the hill, GRG-11 and 416 also return to the bike. Sit tight, and patch me into Deer's comm channel. Oh, 416 accelerates to full throttle, and the heavy bike speeds off in the opposite direction. With one mop in hand and her gun in the other, GRG-11 can barely keep up with 416's brisk pace while nervously observing her sullen expression. Did you change your mind about Andrea staying? Please, say something, 416. I did not change my mind, but if that was all it took to scare the life out of her, then she'd be crying and begging to resign in 2 days tops. We'll be on a mission by then, and who's gonna fill in for her? You? Oh, but I don't think that will be the case though. Didn't you say that it's quite remarkable of her to have preserved all these days just for an opportunity? GRG-11 scratches her head and looks back at the training ground. Andres has yet to come out, nor has she made any sound. Even 3-year-olds can come up with the same tricks. What gives? I only say that because, well, she is indeed making progress, so I decided to give her a chance. Alright, stop staring at it. Are you done mopping the floor yet? Just a friendly reminder, you still have your training report to do. Why do you still remember that? Still not fully at ease, GRG-11 scratches her head again. But what if Andres is still willing to attempt the acceptance test? What are you gonna do, 416? 416 stops, but does not turn around. She pauses for a moment before answering. In that case, it won't hurt to let her try. Alright. Yeah, there we go. 1-8 we gotta do. Almost done, guys. Almost there. Yeah, I wonder what's up with Anders right now. Why is she like crashing out? Like, I don't know if like her time with the gun just now was like good or not. I can't tell. Alright. But yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a big event coming up. You know, they did show, like, didn't they show like some kind of like cutscene? I think I mentioned this before too, but I think they did show a cutscene of like, you know, Kukai and Michiru. They're like out and about, and you see Andres in the background. I'm just wondering if that will play here. Which, you know, makes it feel kind of big for a, I guess, a story like this. Because of like the Yuhi story and the Belka story are anything to say. I feel like these stories are meant to be more smaller. But like, I feel like Andres' story is like really important. Feels really big and important to me. Alright. Let's go ahead and get back to it. We got the second to last one here. Into the new world. Ooh. This is a simulation of the Yellow Zone, right? Level 2 really is a fascinating place. Hope you can keep up with that positive attitude of yours after you've turned into Swiss cheese. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Is this where she's gonna see the elites for the first time? Because I remember she mentioned that to the commander, I think. Like she saw something for the first time in level 2. Stop spooking her. Look, she's crashed again. The acceptance test will begin in 5 minutes. There won't be any delays to accommodate for someone's technical issues. Come on. Sorry, there's a lot of information in here. Did I crash again? Yeah, fortunately it didn't last long. I'm actually surprised you agreed to take the test, Andres. I thought you'd be intimidated by how hostile 416 acted back then. I mean, 416 did not actually hurt me. And still, I still want to give it another try, because someone said this is where I am needed. Do you want to carry on with that tea party there, or would you rather hear my briefing on the test? My apologies, Miss 416. Please go ahead. GRG-11 will be your acting teammate for the duration of the test. The objective is to eliminate the fleeting target in the canyon within the time limit. Operating procedure is for you two to figure it out. I only care about the result. And you, Miss 416? I'm in charge of monitoring, evaluating, and scoring your behaviors. Understood. I'll do my best. Whatever floats your boat. I'll say it again. I only care about the result. Having that said, 416 ends the transmission with a rifle tightly clutched in hand, and Riss scans the surroundings. A certain elite doll is taking her combat capabilities for granted again. Don't worry, Andorus. It's just an average ambush. There's nothing complicated. Huh? What's your imprint model? It's G36K, KSK. Why that one? Is it compatible with you? Why? Because I heard it's similar to Miss Interesti's G36. Oh wow. If Miss Interesti is that strong, this one can't be that bad, right? That's pretty cool. There's like now a meaning now to like why she would use it. Wow. Like I don't know if like every doll has like a thing like this where there's a reason why they're using it, like a certain weapon. But that's pretty cool. Wait, that's how you came to your conclusion? What should we do now, Miss G11? Right. You stay here and don't move. I'll go behind that big rock at 1 o'clock. Ignore everything else when the enemies arrive, and just do as I taught you before. Switch off the safety, aim, and shoot. GRG-11 readies her gear, and hurries toward the direction she mentioned. The simulated gale of level 2 blows past her flowing hair, grazing her cheeks with sand grains. But the battle-hardened GRG-11 pays no mind and soon takes her position. Staring at the direction the wind is blowing from, Andorus speaks into the communicator. Say, Miss GRG-11, do you think it'll be better if we take the high ground? Eh? Why's that? Because the wind picked up. It's mentioned in the mission intelligence that the enemies are traveling in a jeep. I've seen a TV show of how that kind of vehicle can pick up a lot of dust even without wind when traveling at high speeds. I think the high ground will give us a better view in this case. The roaring sound of an engine grows ever closer, quickly followed by a jeep and a trail of dust behind it suddenly coming into view. I can't get up here in time. Reposition yourself and coordinate with me, Andorus. Roger. The appropriate position would be at... Andorus pauses for a moment, then quickly moves in the chosen direction. Soon, she finds a suitable firing position. I'm in position, Miss GRG-11. Okay, I'll suppress them and drive them towards you. Aim for the cabin once they're within range. Aim for the cabin and fire. Yes, I can do that. Raise the gun, then switch off safety. Next, aim. Andorus peers through the gun sight, only to find the front sight post drifting about. Huh? My body isn't shaking. But why can I aim properly? Is this the potential liability Mr. Dier mentioned regarding low compatibility? Initiating backup controls. Anders, they're coming towards you. But backup controls. Can't aim. Now, or it'll be too late. Anders squeezes the trigger. The bullet emerges from the muzzle like a shooting star, skimming over the jeep's roof and headed straight toward GRG-11. Oh, what the heck? Wait, it's going after Beach 2? Who is chasing after the vehicle. Owie! Test over. All participants, exit level 2 now. Well, we failed already. The scene of the yellow zone slowly fades away, replaced by the training ground and 404's temporary base. GRG-11 nervously rubs her head, still shaken by what just happened. Wow, what a shot, Andorus. A clean headshot as well. I guess it's surprisingly accurate from a certain perspective. Again, can't you process more than just one thing at a time? This Andorus is still standing around like a piece of junk. Where's your manager? Get me your manager. Andorus's lips twitch briefly before pressing into the tight line. A guilt-ridden, heartbroken expression emerges on her face. Give her a break for 1-6. It's her first time handling a proper firefight. It's only natural for her to be overwhelmed. Look, she knows she's made a mistake. Sorry, She may have trouble adjusting. Do you have the same excuse? What? How many times have I told you to survey the battlefield carefully beforehand, yet somehow you still manage to let a complete newbie teach you a lesson? Come on, I just wanted to get it done. I thought it would be a matter of picking off a few targets, You know, a piece of cake. Eh? And you, zoning out again, huh? You think causing a blue-on-blue accident is funny? I'm sorry, Miss 416. Neither of you is making this easy. Head to the meeting room and reflect on your actions. Then come back later. Come back later? Andreas frowns in perplexity. After carefully pondering the meaning of those words, she ultimately decides to ask directly. But are you not going to fire me? As Leva remarked it, your in-field observation and intel gathering skills are indeed commendable. Being able to make that kind of judgment as a first-timer is not bad. But you did neglect the most pressing matter, your marksmanship. While completing the mission is important, success shouldn't come at the expense of your teammates, especially if it is pointless. That is the bottom line, and there's two commas before that after the important word. Andreas remains silent, simply clutches her gun tightly in hand. Crashed again? No, I didn't crash. I just did not expect Miss 416 to do this. Willingly slow down and wait for me to catch up. Wait for you? Don't you get your hopes up. I'm just temporarily cutting you some slack since I'd be foolish to expect you to catch up immediately. Do not fire blindly before you learn to aim. Got that? Yes, Miss 416. Not Miss 416. Call me leader from now on. Leaving those words behind, 416 immediately walks out of the training ground without looking back. GRG-11 steps over and pats Andreas on the arm. Don't be alarmed, Andreas. 416 might appear intimidating, but she is saying that you've earned her approval. Congratulations. No, I'm not nervous. Eh? I'm really happy. I think I'm starting to grasp what Miss Leva meant now, Miss GRG-11. Leva, what did she say? She said, I'm trying to find a place where I'm truly needed. Not sure what that means either, but I'm super happy to have you join 404. We're teammates from now on. You two planning to stay here overnight or what? Quit standing around and come. Let's chat about it later. We should really hurry over. Otherwise, we're toast if she gets angry. Yeah, okay. Andreas takes her first step forward stiffly, followed by another, and is then pulled along by GRG-11, trotting toward 416, waiting by the meeting room. There are those willing to help her, and those willing to wait for her, so even if she starts a little slowly, it's okay. Regardless of pace or how far each step advances, ultimately, 404 moves forward together. That was a nice ending. I like how they're taking their time with her, because she is crashing and stuff. I'm sure she can, fix herself and all. All right. Yeah, man. Let's go and finish things up here for, I guess, the combat part of the story. Whoa. The Flare Burst is back. I remember you. Yeah, you were the one from the Zuchero Cafe at first. I remember that. Oh, no cutscene too? Okay. There we go. That was fast. Any more cutscenes? Yep, I'm sure there is to finish things off. Well, that would be about it. Thanks for your help, Commander. Looks like your experience when joining 404 was quite the story. Yeah. You seem to have some concerns, Commander. It's okay. You can ask me directly. Some of these records aren't from your perspective, huh? I really can't hide anything from you, Commander. Andres lifts up her hand and twirls her strand of hair hanging down with her face in it. Some of the records are provided by Miss Leva. Of course it's her. Even when she's assigned elsewhere, Leva is still Leva. Oh, looks like you know her very well, Commander. Indeed, she must have wanted me to she wanted me to better fit in with 404. I was worried that Leader Klukai only accepted me because she was fed up with all my antics, but after hearing her conversation with Michtu, I feel like I have a better understanding of her now. She really is compassionate at her core, with a soft heart under her sharp tongue. I've got to pick myself up quickly so that I can ease her worries. I'm also truly in debt to Leva, both for her recommendation and everything she did afterwards. It was also Miss Leva who recognized what I was looking for at first glance. What you're looking for is a place to belong to, right? Yes, Commander. What I sought was not merely a place that tolerates my existence, but one that truly needs me, needs my presence. In 404, everyone is willing to accept my flaws, but I also have what it takes to protect my companions in return. I understand that. Feeling needed and recognized is essential to everyone. Right. After that, I came to the Elmo following 404 and met you, Commander. It's here that I learned the true meaning of belonging. Although 404 still operates independently, everyone has come to regard Elmo as their home. And Commander, you're also part of the family. Many dolls have found their belongings under you, and I wish to be one of them. Of course you can. I realized that whenever you're around, I feel reassured and comforted, Commander. Even my crashing frequency has decreased. In order to express my gratitude, feel free to call upon me whenever you need assistance, Commander. To me, the sense of truly belonging can only be achieved by helping and supporting each other. And that was a really nice ending. I love the whole thing where, you know, she kind of like found her purpose, or like, not purpose, but, you know, a place that feels like she has a purpose, that feels like she, belonged and is needed. Yeah, I do like that. I think that's really cool. All right. And now for the last story here. Is it gonna play the cutscene here or not? I remember seeing like a 3D cutscene, but I'm not sure. Once again, the rest area at 404's temporary base is jam-packed with people. Wall banners reading 404 development strategy presentation and welcoming in the rest of the team adorn the walls. The rest of the space is decorated with brightly colored balloons floating around. What are you trying to accomplish with all the mess here? Since you gave the go-ahead, I've arranged everything according to the standards for a birthday party at the cafe. We're celebrating Miss Anders joining the team after all. Is your way of celebrating tying balloons to GRG11's hair? What? We weren't able to find anything to tie the balloons down, and GRG11 happened to be sleeping right there. Come on, it's time for you to put on a smiley face. I think it's great that Miss Anders passed the test and can stay in 404. I have the Earth's assistance and 416 acceptance to thank for that. My acceptance is not going to last forever. Your intelligence gathering skills are useful, but you better work on your marksmanship as soon as possible. Prepare for the heckish training sessions that are waiting for you. Oh, game is frozen, I think. It's not working? I guess we gotta wait. There we go. No problem. Though I'm afraid we'll have to trouble the technicians with more adjustments and fine-tuning then. As it happens, I've brought some food over. Please consider this my thank you in advance for everyone's future assistance. Oh, that's so kind of you, Miss Anders. We'll go have a bite right now. You treat us to your delicious food, and we'll be at your beck and call from now on. That'll be wonderful. After the maintenance crew has left, Anders quietly nudges up to 416. Thank you for keeping me around and turning a blind eye to this welcome party. If not for your leniency, I would be trying my luck with the bounty hunters now. After all, the service industry in the nearby cities has already blacklisted me. Dang. Is that bad? Wow. No need to thank me. You earned it yourself. In any case, I will cherish my place at 404, as well as this. Anders raises the gun and caresses it lovingly. Put the thing down. You still need some time to master your fire control core. Additionally, never switch off your safety before entering combat, unless you want an accidental discharge to happen. Oh, I didn't notice that. Thank you for putting it out. Dang, that's kinda scary. She had a safety off. Wow. Looks like Anders has already blended with 404. It seems I was overthinking things. Oh cool, they're here too. Following the voice, Leva and Lena, who have continuously been on commissions, show up at the doorway. Wow, a G36K KSK imprint. That's pretty good. 416 really went all out for you. She picked it herself. What are you guys doing here? Has NOMFA or NOMFA finally realized you're a waste of space? Oh my. Don't put it like that. How can we possibly be absent to the welcome party of a new 404 member? Though we are split up more often than not these days, Leva and I will always be part of the team. Upon hearing Lena's words, 416's gaze softens slightly. Noticing this, Leva smiles mischievously. Welcome to Squad 404, Andreas. I bet 416 hasn't said that to you yet, huh? I also have your recommendations to thank, Leva. No need to be so formal. After all, it is beneficial for us too. With you on the team now, 404 will be able to take on more lucrative missions in the future. Already plotting out your little schemes before we're even back to full strength? Oh, by the sound of that, I guess you're for hiring more members? Of course, we have 2 freeloaders taking up space after all. Hey, don't put it so harshly. Even if I don't care, Leva might get upset. Right, I'm super upset now. Who would have thought that after all this time, 416 is so weak that she can't accomplish anything without me or Lena? Most unusually, 416 does not immediately retaliate with words. Leva and Lena, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. You may have your own choices and plans, but 404 will move forward towards the future as well. Andorra's arrival is but the beginning. 404 will grow stronger than ever before, all under my leadership. Looks like 416 has already taken up upon herself to become the leader without me saying a thing. Perfect then, that saves me a bunch of words. What do you mean? I mean what I said. Seeing 416's alerted expression, Lena quickly chimes in. About not being able to participate in 404's routine commissions, Leva and I have always felt very guilty. We are also well aware that this has caused a lot of inconvenience for you and GRG-11, so in addition to looking for new recruits, we also want to make some adjustments to the squad structure. This has been your wish for a long time, right? I feel like you've been waiting to push the thankless role of the leader onto me for a while now. No, we're not pushing it onto you. We're asking you to take over as the leader of Squad 404. The future of Squad 404 needs you, 416. I mean that sincerely. 416 does not answer directly, rather looks at Leva standing on the side. Faced with her interrogative gaze, Leva simply nods. As Lena said, Squad 404 is counting on you from now on, 416. Of course, we will do what's in our power to support the work here. We're not completely leaving you to your own devices. And another thing. Leva deliberately pauses for a second. Go on. I hope you can turn your ambitious words into reality, 416. Keep 404 moving forward and become a force no one dares to challenge. We can safeguard 404 together, right? Leva sets aside her usual slyness, letting her sincerity reach 416 clearly and unmistakably. As a result, all anxiety and unease regarding 404's future buried in 416's mind suddenly vanish. Unlike a certain irresponsible former leader, I never make empty promises. Even with you sitting around doing nothing, 404 will not collapse. What are you guys babbling about? Woken up by the commotion, GRG-11 walks over while yawning. Huh? Leva and Lena's here. What's with all the balloons tied to your hair, GRG-11? It looks so weird. Huh? After pulling on and failing to untie the balloons, GRG-11 gives up. All the while, Andorras patiently helps her untangle the mess. It's official now. 416 is the leader of Squad 404, and more dolls will be joining us in the future. Does that mean Leva and Lena will be leaving? No way. We won't leave even if you want to kick us out. 404 will always be our home. Phew. But wait, that? With 416 as the leader now, wouldn't my life be even more difficult than before? You should be glad you finally have the opportunity to crawl toward the goal of becoming an elite doll now. GRG-11 grimaces with an expression of unbearable anguish. Oh no, she's messing with GRG-11 again. Speaking of, with our new beginning, perhaps you two should take this opportunity to consider new codenames. Oh, here we go. So we got Klukai and Michtu as their names now. Look, Leva and I got new ones. Even Andreas kept her old name as her codename. So complicated, having to think of a new name and all that. Can I just use whatever that comes up? I'll give you a codename later. As for me, I've already got one. What is it? Hurry up and tell us. Klukai. Hey. That is so cool. You know, not only is this like an origin story of Andorus, but also like just the, I guess, Klukai's 404 team. It seems like, I'm guessing that 404 was led by either Leva and Lena, like one of those two, or maybe both, I'm not sure. But that's cool that they, you know, with this story here, it seems like they're, you know, giving their spots now to other people. Because, you know, I'm guessing with them, they want to do some other stuff. KLUKAI. Does it mean anything in particular? Having been watching from the sidelines the whole time, Leva narrows her eyes and ponders for a moment before breaking into a smile. A cognate of crocodile. Crocodile? A crocodile? What's a cognate? I have never heard of that before. Quite the ambitious and provocative name. It's a cognate. Definition. Having the same linguistic derivation as another from the same original word or root. Okay, I'm just guessing it's like, you know, they're taking like inspiration or some parts of a word with like this over here into Klukai. That's what I'm guessing. Okay. I don't know what. Well, I guess let me look that up too. Crocodile. Oh, spelled it wrong. Wait, what? It's a drug in Russia? Is that what I'm seeing? This is from like Gemini on Google. The zombie drug? Okay. It's a flesh-eating or flesh-rotting drug? Why is she calling her that? I mean, you know, it does make her sound scary, but like, okay. Yeah, very interesting. I'll just keep going. It's just a name I've used in the past. Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense too. Nevertheless, the crocodile's sharp teeth will tear the lion's throat wide wide open one day. Oh, okay, it's crocodile. Okay. I don't know what I just saw. It said a zombie drug. But I'm guessing it also means a crocodile in another language. Not sure, like, you know, if it's Russian or something. Because, yeah, I know with this game, it seems to be, like, you know, taking a lot of inspiration from Russia, or, like, taking place in Russia in the future. Wow, so scary. While crocodiles rule the water, don't tell me you don't know their ability to fight is handicapped on land, Kukai. Know when I drag your pretentious butt into the water with me. Oh, you can certainly give that a try. A war without gunfire breaks out as Kukai and Leva engage in a heated exchange. Here we go again. My, everyone seems to get along. You're really quick to adapt, Andorus. Well, this is 404 after all, our eternal home and family. In the march of time, Squad 404 takes another step forward, one that uniquely belongs to them. The non-existent Forsaken Squad, stranded in limbo, will continue to justify their existence, together with the most unconventional attitude. Oh, that's really it? That's surprising. I swear I saw in their presentation livestream that there was like a cutscene between Andorus and Klukai and Michtu. Or like, I guess, I don't know, Klukai was like scolding Michtu, and then you see like Andorus in the background like doing whatever. Okay. But yeah, we did not get that here, so I'm just wondering if they're like maybe using a cutscene from a different event or somewhere else. Or maybe it was only for that live stream. But yeah, there you have it, guys. These are not like story stuff, right? They're just challenges, I think. Yeah, these are just challenges. I haven't like done them yet. Anyway, guys, yeah. Looks like within like 1 week from now, Zhongyu will be available. Not sure if I'll be able to play within that week though, so it might be like 2 weeks after this video is when I'll be playing through it. But yeah, there you have it, guys. That is it for this video. Next time, we'll be doing the Zhongyu stuff, and then yeah, potentially maybe some other stuff like some of the mini games here. But we'll see if they're like, you know, worth doing, like me recording them. But overall, I like the Andorus story. I thought it was very good for like a story that is supposed to be small. You know, it with the Belka story, the Belka story for me kind of felt filler. This one felt like very important. It showed like I guess the first buildings of Squad 404, or how like it's just evolving and changing over time. Before it seemed like it was Leva and Lena and 416 and GRG 11, but now we got Klukai, Michtu, and Andorus, and then I guess at some point Belka will join. I wonder if they'll ever show that or not. I kind of wish they would show it during her story here. I feel like that'll be a way better story. Because yeah, what we got for Belka, it was just I want to throw a anniversary party, but then you know things didn't go out well. But yeah, love this a lot. I think my favorite so far when it comes to like these type of story structures with the missions and the neural recollection. Yeah, so far my favorite one when it comes to that. I'm not sure about like compared to all the other events. I think I might like the other events more when it comes to the story. But you know, I would say, you know, this one here, the Andorus story is pretty much high up there for me. I do like that a lot. But yeah, next time, it'll be Zhongyu. We'll see how that goes. I don't plan on getting her. And yeah, pretty much I guess the next character I will get will probably be like, I don't know. Well yeah, definitely get Michtu's weapon to make everything match up with Squad 404 having all elite weapons. I want to get Centauressi. I already got her weapon through G36. And yeah, that part is really cool. On like why her weapon is the same as like the other. I do like that a lot. And it also like, you know, saves me from like getting like the same, like the actual weapon for the doll. Like their, you know, their ace weapon. But yeah, really cool, man. Love Andorus story a lot. But yeah, I think I'll go ahead and edit here. Next time, Zhongyu, and then we'll see if I want to do anything else for the event or some other stuff. But yeah, I can't wait to see the new characters, man. Because, you know, I feel like we'll be seeing these guys for a while. Like, yeah, not sure. Yeah, I guess I will be getting Zhongyu for like, what, 2 weeks or something? Or 3 weeks, like these guys, maybe? So yeah, I feel like it'll be a while for us to look at, you know, this image over here. Yeah, can't wait to see the new dolls is what I want to see. Like after this. But yeah, I'm just like blabbering right now. I'll go ahead and just end it here. That'll be for now, guys. That's game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.